Hi everyone, this is the final vlog for my 4-year-old horse Tanyderi All In, also known as Teddy. So since our last update this summer, Teddy earned a qualifying score of 76% that qualified him for the championships. And while I was really proud of him, I ultimately decided against going to Maryland, and partly that was so I could focus on my 3-star horse there, but I also felt like the long trip all the way from Tennessee would have been a pretty big ask for Teddy at this stage in his career, but instead we focused on wrapping up his season with 2 successful events that were a little closer to home. So the first one he did was at Middle Tennessee Pony Club's horse trials. Teddy finished on his dressage score of 29 to take second, and then we concluded the year at River Glen Farm in Knoxville, which is about a 3-hour trip. When you're in an area with a lot of local events, this is often something you don't have to do as much until the horses are really ready for bigger events, since there's not really a shortage of local opportunities. But here we have very few local options, so even young and low-level horses end up traveling quite a bit. Teddy actually did a really nice dressage test, besides being skeptical of a patch of mud that was in the arena, but I think the change of footing just caught him by surprise. He's usually quite unbothered, but really there's a lot that he hasn't been exposed to, so I don't mind to see him have kind of a more careful reaction like that. Anyway, I've pulled a few more clips from his test. In my opinion, he gives a really nice outline. He has definitely like solid gaits, and a lot of what I'm working on with him is just kind of getting him to supple, and a lot of that just will come naturally as he gains strength. I mean, honestly, he's still quite weak, which is definitely kind of age appropriate. So I have no doubt that he'll come around, and I've always kind of tried to go by the saying, go slow to go fast, and that's something that's definitely paid off with previous horses, and also just kind of learning from mistakes that I made previously, and trying to improve myself and how I educate my horses, and so I'm really excited. And I didn't get any video of the show jumping, but he really enjoyed the cross country, and River Glen has some proper Tennessee hills that can be quite steep, and time is surprisingly hard even at the low levels. And since I made Teddy trot down the steepest parts, which honestly he would have rather me not interfere with him, but I ended up having actually more time than I would on my 3-star horse, so it wasn't necessarily a competitive finish there, but that's hardly the goal at this stage for me. These clips that I've included are actually from the beginning of the course, which actually does start out on pretty nice ground, and then it does get quite a bit hillier in the second half of the course. But I was just really grateful to be able to participate in the program for the first time. I included a picture of Teddy from when I sent his application in February versus how he looks now, and I think it's just amazing to see kind of his development, and I'm excited to participate again next year. So thank you for watching.